man. Drop power, y'all like, subscribe, and share. Go to King Ace Music over there. King of Kings Live coming very, very soon. Now last night I did a video on it's time for us to lead the West. And you know, I woke up this morning and the brother from African Diaspora channel had put up an interview with this brother right here. You see? Brother Kambon. So what I'm saying is he was speaking to what I was talking about, and I want to show y'all what he was saying because we over here in America wasting time. We over here in America wasting time, and I want to speak to the copper goofies too. Make sure the copper goofies is in here. You see? Because y'all need to hear this. You see what I'm saying? You don't, what y'all think? Because the Indian little Mexicans got nicks. And if you go look at 64 or 63, they petitioning to be white people. So the white people fuck with them. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because the white people trying to make with them to legitimize themselves as being North American. So white people from England have the ones that live here today, that's where they from. The majority of have an infatuation with being Native American. And the only way you gonna be able to try to have some, true rights to this land, you're gonna have some Native American blood. That's just facts. So he'll deal with the Mexican Indians or whatnot. He'll deal with them. Why? Because they more closer to his complexion. So he'll have babies with them and it'll still be called a white baby. So guess what? The Mexican people gonna get their wish because here soon they gonna outnumber the white people and they gonna be the new rulers of America. That's just facts. So black people that's over here gonna get caught right in the middle of it, and guess where you gonna be? Rim rock. Just like I said last night, caught in the middle. You ain't gonna be able to go up, or ain't gonna be able to go down, and you gonna stay in the same place that your ass always been being. So you might as well get ready to learn some Spanish, Negro. The ones that's living in America. So y'all look at this interview and we'll come back. I got something to say about that. Jah Power, big king.
Who brought us there in the first place, but then throughout the world, this exact same guy is going around strong-arming, robbing mafioso moves on all these different countries, and we're assisting in that through us, working for the army, the military side, but then even the things that seem more innocuous on the civilian side are doing nothing but continuing to enrich that exact same enemy.
Yes, sir. So let me ask you a question. So you got to Ghana, you're living there now. How's your level of stress since you've been in Ghana versus the U.S.?
Very good. This is an excellent question, and it's something that I thought about one time when I was driving, and I realized that I wasn't looking for is a police car around, every other corner, because I was raised in North Carolina, outside of Raleigh, North Carolina. And, very often I would go up to either D.C. or New York, which is where my father's side of the family was. And especially when you get to Virginia, the whole state of Virginia is basically like a speed trap. So, every other mile, you got this little indentation in the, this barrier in between. And that's where the police just kind of set up shop. And, you got to, once they catch you, all right, you're going 66 and a 65. You're going 64, and it's like they don't even care. But I realized here that I was like, you know what? I'm not looking for the police. And it was just something that really brought home that there's not that level of stress that you have. Or when you're in the States and like a police car is behind you, how your heart just kind of jumps for a second. And I realized that one time there was a police car behind me that had its lights on. And I knew the police car, here, they don't stop you for tickets. They'll just go right around you. So if they got the lights on, it's because they're trying to get through traffic to go where they're going. So I realized that my heart didn't jump. And that's when I was like, this is a different situation just in terms of freedom of fear, quality of life, things like that. And then another situation, we were at a festival at the Botanical Gardens at Bree. And I had my son in my arms. And I realized, I was like, you know what? I don't have to worry worried about somebody shooting, especially the police, but anybody shooting my son just for holding a toy gun or something like this, that's a reference to Tamir Rice, who was shot. So, it's just a different level of security, and lack of all of those types of stresses, to the point that it's actually tangible, and you don't really think about it until you realize I'm not thinking about the things I was thinking about before. And there was another brother who had also repatriated, who went to Morehouse with me, and he said he was walking around the store one day, and he realized that nobody was following behind him, because how you gonna follow behind somebody because they're black? Because everybody's black, right? And he said something that I thought was very interesting. I don't know if I'll phrase it this way, but he said, and he's actually out of Texas as well. But he said, this is what it must feel like to be a white man in the U.S. And I asked him what he meant by it. And he was, just basically like, white folks aren't thinking about, am I white? Is somebody doing something because I'm white, blah, blah, blah. They just go into the store, they get their stuff, they go home, they just kind of live it. And that's when he was here, that was the first time he actually just felt like he's just living and he's not thinking about some of these things that are basically an everyday thing. And it's not really until you leave the U.S. that you realize that these things that have kind of become normal for us are so abnormal. They're common, but they're very abnormal for anyone to be thinking about just, going through their daily lives.
Yeah, I can agree with that, brother, because the first time I went to the continent, it was Ethiopia, and that thought came to my mind and say, wait a minute, I'm not worried about the police. I'm seeing people laughing, talking with the police, actually. You're not looking like, man, is he going to stop or he going to do this? Or, man, he's standing there, what are you going to do? You're not even thinking like that at all. And I had the same thought, say, yeah, this is how white folks feel in America. They don't worry about nothing. They just be. See, the thing is, in African nations, we actually can be a human being. In America, you're black, or you whatever they want to call you that day. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever.
And that removes, like I said, a lot of stress. And just like I even tell black folks, when they talk about building certain things up.
This is what I want to get to.
I said, listen, these folks are never going to allow black people to really build up like even we did in the past. I said, if we're going to build, we're going to have to do that on the African continent. Like, you want to rebuild Black Wall Street? Well, shoot, pick an African nation. Go build it there. I said, they would love to have you because you're trying to contribute. You're trying to bring in jobs, businesses. You're trying to build up the place. So why wouldn't they want to have you there? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, I definitely concur with that. And this is my son, who's coming into the shop.
So he basically said what I needed him, because that's what I was talking about when I was talking about, we economically building up a place that the system is built to work against you. So you will never be able to come up. So that's what I was saying about Dr. York. You would never, Dr. York, Yahweh be Yahweh. You see even like Tulsa, Oklahoma, Rosewood, and all of that. Every time we built the civilization, they came and kicked it over, because they not gonna let no independent state survive in America. That's just facts. So by us being black in America, you will never be able to do what you can do in Africa in America. Now y'all see my door ringing, so I got to go. Drop out.